Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Beyond the College Initiative once again. The topic I want to cover this morning is on getting started in postgraduate research in computing. As an academic, over the years, I have seen brilliant students in computing struggling to get started in research, particularly as they transit from their undergraduate studies to postgraduate. You will agree with me that there can be some mistakes that an undergraduate researcher makes which are not forgivable or pardonable at postgraduate level. The series I'm sending here is going to be of different levels. The one I'm covering today is essentially the introductory aspect. What is research? Research is the scientific investigation of a problem with the focus on discovering new information or new knowledge or solving a given problem that is being investigated. Computer science, as a very huge field, has so many subfields or areas of specialty. And when you want to carry out research, your research may fall in one of the subfields of computer science, or it could be a combination of 2, 3, or more of them. That is why in computer science, there are different research methods that are used when carrying out research, depending on the circumstance, depending on the domain, and depending on the kind of problem that we want to solve. When you note this, you will not be confused whatsoever when you are comparing the research in computer science with other fields. You will recall that every scientific research that is being carried out can be either to get it published in a journal, present it in a conference, or submit it for the award of a degree, such as first degree, master's, and PhD. The point I want to emphasize here is that irrespective of the research that is being carried out or the purpose for which it is being carried out, the research must meet the ROC test. The R in this content is researchability. How researchable is the work that you want to carry out? It has to be researchable. The other one is originality. You must convince your audience, your examiners, or those who will be reading through your paper that you are carrying out an original research, not another person's work, not reinventing the wheel. While the C aspect is the contributory, your research must contribute to knowledge. That will now take us to providing you with additional tips that every PhD researcher, must make sure that at the beginning of the research, he or she identifies the areas of interest in his discipline. For example, in this case now, we're talking about computer science. You must know the area of interest that you want to research on. Is it cybersecurity? Is it algorithm complexity analysis? Is it talking about bioinformatics? Are you interested in computer networks and data communication? Is your interest on biometrics? Is your interest on artificial intelligence, object detection, pattern recognition? Are you interested in computer architecture? Are you examining aspects of computer graphics and so on and so forth? By the time you engage in preliminary reading, this one will lead you to coming up with a researchable problem in that area. And by the time you go forth and back with your supervisor, you'll be able to arrive at a topic. At PhD level, my own practice is not to give topics to my students, even at undergraduate level. Rather, I train them through this line, making them understand that the research is theirs. My duty is to guide them, to mentor, to train them, to develop their skills toward whatever area of research they want to examine. So the starting point is for me to ask them, to drill them on which areas of computer science interest them. And over time, they will be able to come up with such a problem and then come up with a research topic. This topic is not final, and of course, it's open to revision, depending on a lot of factors, which I may not be covering here. After you have arrived at the topic, the next thing you do is to source